Too sweet to sell. I take my coffee black, same as my mood. Scroll through the feed at 3 a.m. feeling screwed. Green candles flirting, red ones cut me deep. I tell myself I'm fine, but I can't even sleep. I could cash out clean, walk away tonight, but the chart keeps whispering, one more fight. It's just a little dip, it's just a little pain. I'll average down harder, do it all again. You're too sweet to sell, too sweet to sweet, too sweet to sell. Oh, you're too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. I know I should take profits, I know I should be gone, but you're too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. You're too sweet to sell, too weak to sell. I'm too weak to sell you, too sweet to sell. I see the Lambos flexing on the timeline feed, gurus preaching patience while they plant the seed. I'm down in the red, but I still feel the rush. Every pump's a promise, every dump's a crush. I could cut the loss, take my dignity back, but I'm still here praying for the next attack. It's just a little bleed, it's just a little sting. I hollow through the wind to do it all again. Oh, you're too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. Oh, you're too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. I know I should take profits, I know I should be gone, but you're too sweet to sell. You're too sweet to sell, too weak to sell you, too sweet to sell. The nights are getting longer, the red is getting deeper. I keep telling myself it's just a correction, but every morning I wake up still holding on, still holding on. You're too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. You're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. I know I should be gone, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell, too sweet to sell. Yeah.
Check, 1 2 1 2.
You can be the greatest. Started with the grand, thought I'd flip it overnight. Chart looked like a ladder, I was climbing to the light. Called the top at breakfast, called the bottom at lunch. Friends to slow down and I said watch me, I got the hunch. Screen full of green arrows, ego wanna hide. Posted easy money, felt like I could fly. Yeah. They said you gotta work hard, I said I work smart. They said you gotta be patient, I said I got heart. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Swinging every candle, never gonna fade. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Day trader legend, yeah, I got it made. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Diamond is forever, never gonna trade. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. I'm the king of the chart, I'm the king of the chart. Wednesday I'm a god, Thursday I'm a leverage, and Friday I'm a fraud. Leverage on the moon, margin, call it dawn. The ego said keep going, now the money's gone. Still tweeting screenshots from the glory days, while my balance whispers you lost the race. Yeah. said you gotta cut losses. I said I'm all in. It said you gotta take profits. I said let it spin. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Swinging every candle, never gonna fade. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Day trader legend, yeah, I got it made.
A whole lot of Jesus.
You can be the greatest, dominant forever.
May y'all be blessed in Jesus' name.
You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. I'm the king of the chart. King of the chart, king of the chart. King of the chart.
There's only one king, and that is Jesus.
The screen is quiet and the green is gone. I'm staring at the red, singing my own song. I could have been the greatest, I could have been the one, but I chased the high till the high was done. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Swinging every candle, never gonna fade. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Day trader legend, yeah, I got it made. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. Dominance forever, never gonna trade. You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. I'm the king of the chart, I'm the king of the chart.
For those of you out there that hit that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
You can be the greatest, you can be the greatest. That's a catchy song. Well, hello. How you doing? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, frogs and squirrels, to Late Night Crypto with your best turkey road dog. So for it's not late night, it's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's probably only late night if you're stuck in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean somewhere on a cruise with no Wi-Fi, not even able to see this freaking show. We're moving up the time just a little bit earlier, experimenting with a couple of different little slots here to see if we can get a little channel growth going on to find a little sweet spot for us. May have some morning streams if someone can get their sleep straightened out and not stay up all night drinking some of this good-ass coffee, which is our sponsor, by the way. For those of you that don't know, might be here for the first time, welcome to the show. If you don't mind while you are here, if
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we start our stream out with a tribute to our sponsor here, Good Ass Coffee.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe, the world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow. Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Good Ass Coffee, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on with some original crypto music in the background. If you like crypto music, you need some crypto music in your life. Here's Joe from Trade Intuition. He'll be trading. He'll be streaming here in about an hour here. But if you want to get some good crypto music in your life here, there's a big collection over here on YouTube on the Road Dog Crypto Topic channel over there. If I see enough interest over here, 55 subscribers. We're growing over there. Get a little more subscribers, I'll do some more releasing over there, because a lot of the stuff that you're listening to tonight has not been released yet. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at Bitcoin. That's what we're here for, right? This green line is a 382 Fibonacci. It's a strong support line. It is our major 382 Fibonacci. When I say major, what I mean by that is if we zoom the hell out, as we always should do, clean up our charts a little bit. Let's get rid of some of these other lines and what's notses. Take our Fibonacci from this guy from the very bottom to the very top. It's our 382. If there's going to be a 382 that holds, because we've been playing with all the 382s, right? This is walking them down in sequence. But if there's going to be a 382 that holds, it gives us a good move. This is the Mamba Jamba right here. This is the higher low to take us to Valhalla if it's going to do it, right? And we drag our trend line over here, and you can see from bodies to bodies. I'm on the 12-hour over here. Looking pretty nice. Let me get this Fibonacci up here since we already identified which one it is. Bodies to bodies to bodies, a series of higher highs, higher lows. That is not bearish, my friends. That is bullish. This is the 50 moving average coming in, and we just tapped on that little guy. This is the red Ichimoku cloud, which is normally bearish if we're underneath it, but when we go through a big fat one, woo, roll up a fatty, baby, come back, retest this, skate above a skinny ass little green cloud, just like Captain Kirk did on that little green alien chick. Yeah, you ride it for all it's worth, and bounce off this 50 moving average, 100 moving average area, and come back and reclaim this 9 moving average, which has not crossed anything bearish yet. The other problem is today is Thursday. It's like almost how many Thursdays are there in a week, people? I mean, I run into Thursday more days during the week. I think I have like 15 Thursdays a month. I think that's my average. I average about 15 Thursdays a month, it seems. That's crazy. But anyway, today's Thursday, meaning that tomorrow's Friday. That's usually what happens in most universes. I don't know. Sometimes I wake up and it's still Thursday. But normally, a normal course of action, tomorrow would be Friday, which for crypto, a lot of times we get some nice strong pumps or some nice strong dumps, depending on how they want to play us over on the weekend. I wouldn't doubt if we kind of see a nice strong pump, and I don't know if we retrace over the weekend or if it continues. I don't know. But this looks promising for an area of support here. So I'm taking it right here. I posted my analysis over here to the Telegram group. There's another harmonic idea here that I expressed, going from our major high. But there was 3 ideas here, and we're doing the middle one right here, this trend line, getting some support there. Now the beauty about this, let me go over, let me show you the beautification of this. All right, perhaps I should come to another chart. No, not that one. Now let's just stick with this one. The beautification of this. Let me come down to a 4-hour time frame. If we come to our next higher fib, which is kind of getting this whole, where our trend line starts over here, we put a little low to the hizzle, and it is the 0.5 area, 200 moving average that we got here on the 4-hour. That's another good sign for moving averages. I'm sorry, I thought I saw an AB equals CD possibility. There's still possibly one over here, but that measure move, if we can bounce from here. That's not the one I'm looking for. I'm sorry. It is this guy. It is this guy right here. On the local. This is the most recent low over here at 65.5 up to this most recent high. That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah. All right. So we bounced off the 618 right here, and I'm looking for a possibility of coming up to this target right here, and this one. AB equals CD is our harmonic move that is very common to be your first step that happens when you come up the bottom, especially one of these nice little horizontal consolidation areas, these accumulation areas. An AB equals CD, that's part of how you get your big parabolic move when you get started coming off of a bottom. So we're looking for an AB equals CD type harmonic move right here at 78.7. And the main target for such a move is 80,300 right there. Now, I did it with the Fibonacci's, but if you wanted to see it in a more graphical version, it would look a little bit more like this right here, where we put this at the harmonic, and then we carry up our measure move, and that is our target right there. Fibs, in my personal opinion, are more accurate than the moves that you draw by hand, so kind of lean a little bit more toward that way. This could be a rising kind of wedgie formation, but we do have higher highs and higher lows. And just know that up here at the top of this area is resistance. So the areas that we are looking for currently, they were looking for some short-term price action over here on the 4-hour, you know, just nothing too serious, just out having a little fun, you know, getting it in what I can. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. All right, so that's what the idea of this area holding. And one of the cool things was with that 618 was this area over here. We held that same area before, this one that we had here. So I'm looking for maybe we could get a stronger move. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. If we do make a lower high in those scenarios, and it could be at any one of these guys over here, most notably a 618 or 786 area, that could be setting us up for something that brings us on down a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, back down to this trend line area right here, about 66. So we're not out of the woods yet. Nichimoku Cloud on the 4-hour kind of reminds us that we're not out of the woods yet, because that is not the perfect setup. So going into the weekend, it does look like it might get a little shaky during the weekend, but honestly, I think there's probably a good chance that either they just kind of leave us here, boring AF tomorrow, not much happens, we just kind of hang around here, and that's a little bit more bearish to me, because that means that we could break down. Because remember, there was another scenario. The harmonic that I've got actually has a target down to 63.3 if this support here doesn't hold, which it has been holding. So that's the reason I'm going with this guy right here right now. But she loses it, then my next target, well, we have one more trend line, and then we got 63, but the harmonic pattern usually wins out. So it's not confirmed, it's just an idea, but it does have the setup to confirm if we get down there. If we get down to 63,000, then that's the buy zone possibly for a possible reversal. That's what that pattern spells out. So right now we're just sitting on the 4-hour trying to say, what the hell's it doing? Is it going to find support? Is it not? It's doing a lot of fake outs. She's already been playing around with this 382 again. Dropped below it, got back above it, found support on it, or right below it. Now we found support on it, and we're just playing around, and we did that before. Don't want to do that too many times, or it might signal a drop. There is some resistance up ahead, just know that. So unlikely that we will have a clean break above 70,500 right now. That could be our lower high situation that we're doing here on the smaller time frames. Could be there's some resistance up ahead there that we didn't quite get. Now, I interpret this as a little bit bearish. We couldn't quite get up there on that time to get rejected. So I'm not sure what to make of that just yet. So we got to see what this rung does. Its mission in life is to take out 70,600 or 70,700. If you can't get past 70,700, get ready. You might get a big slap on the ass, and we start coming down more, and might have to come back down to 68.9, 69,000 right here. All right, so it's imperative that now that we've found support here, you got your mission is take that out. If you fail, I mean, I drew that horrible, but expect lower, and however low it wants to try to keep on going. Hopefully not too low. But if we can get the breakout, that's what we want to see, right? That would be a bullish. That would be what we want to see. And this is the 1 minute time frame, so take this with a grain of salt, but there is a very micro pattern here. It has a 72% chance to break up to the upside. Sometimes it may need a partial decline, meaning maybe it needs to come down here, level out before it breaks out. Or maybe it's going ahead and do it now. I don't know what to tell you. The moving averages suggest it's a little horny right now, and might try it out in the wee hours of the night here. As we get closer to like 10 o'clock or something, maybe we'll get a little boost up. Right now, it's Asia coming into the market on a Thursday night. Thursday again. And it's usually not that exciting. Your exciting times usually come when the UK and then the US Open comes in the mornings here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me say hello. Turkey does need a shave. Turkey may get a little shave tonight. I don't know. Turkey has a beard now. MG Motorsport, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Let me shout out to the people here. We got Strega in the house. How we doing, Strega? And you get the clap. We got Abe Manina in the house. And we got Silver Days. How you doing, Silver Days? Duality C's in the house. Good to see you, my man. Duality C. And who else? Who else? Dave P. How you doing, Dave? Squirrel. And of course, MG Motorsport from Down Under. All right. So I didn't mean to go in the 1 minute. I just happened to be there. I'm going to zoom out to the 6 minute. So, man, is it worth taking a trade over here since we found possible support, or is it just going to come up and roll over? We've been average. Oh man, that's a tricky one right there, right? Well, let's just do our usual Fibonacci structure over here. We're still in the good collection zone over here, the zone of missed opportunities and whatever. I'm going to play the 382 Fibonacci on this here on the 15 minute. That looks like a nice little breakthrough on the cloud. Nice little structure over here on the green one. I's going to take this a trader, and I'm going to shoot her. I'd like to shoot for the 618 73.2. Taking this little setup idea here at 8 o'clock at night, hoping to get a little something from this market if I can ever find the trade setup guy. That's a hopeful one right there. My stop loss will be right below here, right below this little funky trend line I got where we maybe have done a bear trap, so this could end up being a stronger move. I like that idea. It gives me a good risk to reward ratio. Now, if I wanted to be a little bit more conservative and maybe just a little bit more scalpy, I can still get a nice 3-to-1 risk reward ratio, almost a 4-to-1, going up to the 382 target at 71.6, and perhaps I might just do that. Just take me a nice big ass scalpy over here. All right, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna look at Bitcoin. And since we already seen that, and I don't want to. Now, are you getting ready? Are you on the 15 minute now? You're trying to cross over, right? Yeah, I think you're good. I'm gonna go ahead and get my trade set up right here. I'm gonna do it the responsible way, not the degen way. I'm actually going to zoom out to the 15 so I can get more screen time. This isn't that high, so I get to redo this all over again, this idea all over again. If I get that thing out of my way so I could see that life would be better. All right, stop losses will be below 68. 685 sounds good. Take profit. I'm going to get a little greedy over here. I'm going to actually look for over here and with the option to get out earlier. 73.199. I want to take the big one. 73.199 in case we just get all excited and whatever. So, gosh, I got some crazy leverage on here. And I put, oh, that's not very big of a trade. It's not very big of a trade. However, my liquidation price is very close to there too. I went too high on the leverage. But it's a very small position. It's a tiny count, but I mean, I could have went bigger than that. Because I use the leverage and because my stop loss is so far from where the price action is. If it continues coming down back through here on some pullback, if that's what we do, I can add to my position over here. A little bit. That'll be one thing I think about. We got our higher low here. This is a 15-minute time frame, though. Oh, that's right. You're just going to put your stop loss. You weren't putting it down there. You were putting it right here. That's what I was doing. I was doing the little bit of a degen thing. We're going to go with this idea that, I mean, we see that trend line. We're going to go with the idea that we got a trend line right here because if you break that little sucker, this idea is null and void. So that does give me, okay, so now I can go bigger. I'm going bigger. I'm going bigger. All right. Well, how much bigger was it? Not very much bigger because it's a tiny account, but still. All right. And is it still just 26? I can still go harder. All right. I'm going harder. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you did. Okay. All right, I got it in. So a small account, I've got 32x. That's quite large, actually. But if I get stopped out, I am losing 28 cents. I know it sounds kind of not like it's not very fun, right? But if I do win, is that all? Is that it? $1.84? 3-minute time frame. Okay. All right. Well, anyway. So the only other trade that I'm still in, I'm in a very tiny trade over here on this little guy, which I play around on this one on my own. I'm going to add a little bit to this one. Also going to set my stop loss over here. And other than that, it's this grass trade that I've been in for several days over here. Finally got a little profit. Where's the stop loss? Oh, okay. Stop loss is still down there. So still up on this guy. I should probably... Man. I may want to put my stop loss just right under here on this one. I got a trend line. If that trend line breaks, then this idea is invalid. So put my stop loss, moved it right over here underneath it. Save my position there. Save my capital there. But hopefully we're trying to take out this higher high on grass, heading toward 41, 42 cents right now. All right, so I'm playing a little scalpy kind of idea over here on Bitcoin on the smaller time frames. See what we can get out of this little guy. Got a nice little trend line. Should get some support about 69.9, 69.975. That area is what I'm seeing on my chart over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 8 people hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. Got some altcoins we can take a look at. We're going to take a look at the indices and see what the market looks like. And she down a lot, right? We talked about this last night. How this is, yeah, they did good, but now that's over. We lost that trend line, and now she be coming on down. Found some support at the 0.5 Fibonacci. Maybe that'll last a minute, but she's still in the vicinity to retest this trend line. I was expecting maybe it would just take a slower move down and kind of meet over here for it, you know, in a few days, but it decided to go ahead and slam down today, meaning it might come on down a little bit further than that trend line there. And even the measure move still takes us down to the 618 Fibonacci area, about $707 billion. If it wants to do it, that would break this trend line, and that would be bearish in my personal opinion. Wouldn't really want to see that. Would kind of like to see either one of these two areas hold for altcoins. But if you didn't take profit over here at the 382 area on it, well, then you kind of probably wish that you had of. If you shorted altcoins over there, you're probably, you know, feeling pretty gosh darn good at this point in the game, right? All right, and leads us over to Bitcoin dominance over here, which has lost, you know, a good support line and slowly trying to trickle its little happy ass down or sad ass down, but it's found some support over here. We're hoping it's not making some kind of double bottom on that support and clearing this level and deciding to go up, because that would suck for altcoins. Be good for Bitcoin, but it would suck for altcoins. Don't like sucky altcoins. I've seen too many sucky altcoins. The only thing that we don't want it to do is to break this trend line right here and break out to the upside. So maybe that scenario will not happen. Meanwhile, people have been coming out of altcoins and even Bitcoin and saying, hey man, this stable coin, this tether thing, that looks pretty bitchin'. I'm going to sit in it for a while. And so it's gaining dominance on us, and that's never helpful for our bullish scenario. Just to top it off, we've also got, you know, Wall Street, tech stocks, S&P 500, still not knowing what the hell it's going to do. It just keeps droopy. Just it's at a point. This was dang a top level. So obviously we don't have enough steam to break through that top reversal pivot point area right here, and we're coming down, which is probably scaring the bejesus out of a lot of people. Like, we're at all-time highs, now we're not. Now we're losing it. Now we're at 6,600. Far cry from 6,900. SPX 6,900. So I got 6175 is hopefully where it'll catch some down support. And that's just the local 382 fib. Might be a little hopium. What if we come all the way back down to 56.56? What kind of effect is that going to have on the rest of the market? Other than, of course, energy stocks, which are just kind of like going crazy right now and weird. Looking at all has been going off the chains except for WTI, sweet crude oil, which is what I'm able to trade over on Coinbase. So while regular oil is like up at, what was it, 118 or 10, I don't know, it was high, a lot higher. This one's kind of capped out. This one doesn't get very far past 100. So instead of me trying to long this little badass bad boy, I just put me a little short order in here and wait for it to get hit. So I'm shorting from like a 100 on down. Stop losses are now in profit if it comes back up because she's got a trend line over here. This is the 4 hour too. I said, screw this. This one's different because this is the one that the U.S. is unleashing barrels on. The WTI, the U.S. crude oil. All right. I don't think you can trade this one like you can the other oil. The what is it? Wrong. Ah, gosh darn it. Yeah, this one, whenever we get up to $100, somehow somebody's saying, let's sell a shit ton of it and keep that price below 100. So I'm playing that. And it seems like we're in the little range where we come down around 93. I think I got to stop. I think I got to take profit around 90 in case we want to dip down lower. And I'm kind of eyeballing this little guy over here. You guys recognize this little guy? I mean, maybe this little guy, but I'm always suspect of this. This little shape over here, she's not exactly as crazy looking, but what if it is that little, oh my God, that little guy? Well, what we're really looking at is a trend line, which could get some support. You see it got support on that wick down there. What gets wick often gets candlestick. Looks like we're coming down to the bottom of the range there, ladies and gentlemen, for WTI, which stands for sweet crude oil, which is tokenized as NOLS, which is probably what I should be looking at over on Coinbase. Are you not on here? NOLS. Did they change? Noel? Nano crude oil right here. I don't know why I don't have you. They don't have all the history though, do they? Yeah, we're going back to WTI. So it's 93.98 over on NOL, but that's the ticker of it over on Coinbase that you can trade. But you get much better price. You get much better chart history over here on WTI. All right, so if we're trying to figure out oil secrets from high to low, tell me where price is going to go. We have not even been able to hit that 618 at 103. Wow, that says a lot. We keep ranging around the 0.5. Let me take a few other measurements over here. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. You need to buy down here, man, somewhere around $75 and $85. Okay, we got that idea. We're going to do that same thing. We're going to go from this swing low to the swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. All right, so we lost this little area right over here. Sweet spot I'm looking for is 92.58 according to this chart, or in that area. Don't ever take it to the penny. You can't be that anal. I mean, you can, but you'll probably be disappointed. Like, oh man, I missed it by a penny. Yeah. So we have about 92.50 in that area. Now, if we confirm this little guy and lose this little zone over here, because that's really what it is. It's just a little range that we've been in right here all throughout this little Fibonacci area. Might come down here and take this little guy out, 89. That's where I've got my target in, somewhere around $90 down here in case it does something a little nasty like that. Don't know that it will, but if it don't, I'll just, get stopped out somewhere a little lower than where we are, I hope. But if she were to keep on dropping, because they want these gosh darn oil prices to come down, especially the American crude, and if they're not going to be able to get the Brent crude oil, I guess any refineries that are able to process this one are just going to be off the chain. Now look at this idea. If I'm going from candle bodies to candle bodies, did we lose it? I mean, this drop over here was, well, this wasn't really established. It was a little bit tighter, but still just a wick and got back into the idea. But this has got multiple candles closing underneath the trend line. That's a little bearish, people. So if you wanted to take a measured move for this channel idea, you know, take the width of it and put it down to the bottoms of it, and it suggests that maybe we come back down to these areas in the mid 80s for oil. And I know it sounds crazy at the moment, you're saying, but Brent, oil is up a lot. It doesn't make sense. I mean, compare this, what we just saw here, to is this it? Oil futures? I'll go there. Oh hell, that's not it. La 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 la. What the hell's that? I don't even know the ticker for oil India oil futures. Oil 2. It should be oil, shouldn't it? I would think it would be oil. I would think oil would be oil. But I'm looking for the one for the price per gallon here. Maybe. Why are you not coming up over here? All right, clearly. You can tell I have no experience trading oil other than WTI. Okay, this is crazy. All right, well, not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody knows the ticker, you can give it to me, but I'll just stick with WTI. But it's up somewhere around 118, I don't know. It's a lot higher than what we got over here. So I'm playing this little guy differently. And here we are on the smaller time frames looking at oil and got near an indicator on over here. All right, so let me back out of this. I'm in the wrong chart over here. Come back over to the chat and say hello. Bitcoin's at $70,100, and recently it just dipped down to 69.7. And if you were too scared, like, oh no, I'm going to short here. We just broke it. We broke a level. I'm shorting. And then it was said, sucks when you try to short support. I know you thought it was a retest, but you jumped in too early if you tried to short it anywhere over here. It was tempting. I mean, you could be seeing that, oh, it's coming up. Oh, it got rejected. I'm going to short. I'm shorting. And then here it goes. Short squeeze. The mind wants, the emotions want to short support after you see a big drop and you see come up and a possible rollover. The mind wants, the emotions want to short, and that's what we have to train ourselves, is to do the opposite of that. The opposite of that is not to short, it's to buy. I mean, of course, you know, you could have waited for confirmations. Like getting back above here, definitely a good sign. A retest that also got back up here, forming a, you know, a trend line. At first it was this, like, oh man, I got it. Oh man, it lost it. Oh, now short. Maybe, but, you know, still you would haven't lost the 382 again. You still gained it. But people can get trapped up doing that kind of idea. But isn't it better to try the short peaks, like short here or short here, or in any place where it's more up than where your indicators are at the top? And those are the shorty areas, and not when the indicators are at the bottom. That's the bottomy areas. And so I don't, sometimes I'm always, that teaching is out there, right? And sometimes it will work, you know. You'll lose that, and then you can short on down. But how far did it go? And now we're right back above it, right? Whereas if you had, you know, I mean, there's a resistance area to short, and of course all these other areas too. But even shorting here, if you went with the lower high after you saw the lower high, I mean, there's other ideas other than that. There's losing a trend line, which was what we did here, but at least it wasn't down at support or beneath. But it lost the trend line right here beneath resistance. That would have been a good short idea. This trend line break here would have been a good short, or just the fact that we got the lower high. A lot of people are religious on that, especially when we go up for a new high or break out of a little zone. If they see a lower high, boom, instant, this short. No question, you know, your big short lovers right there. But those would have been better places. I mean, just even here to take, you could have got 0.059%. versus you're getting in here and probably not getting it late. You're probably waiting for confirmations. By the time you get that, you get a whopping 0.27. By the time you get stopped out, all you're doing is paying fees and stuff. So the support shorts are never the greatest. The support breakouts are never the greatest, in my personal opinion. And I think we got a nice little breakout here, a retest, and we're trying to go up. Let's get a measure move on this guy. Just for my idea alone, you're looking for us going up to about 70,300 measure move just by general pattern trading. No Fibonacci's were involved. It's got a lot of headwinds over here, I think, the 200 crossing the 300, but hopefully these bigger moving averages will carry us through, and this is on 1 minute, so take it with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen. Zoom out for the bigger probabilities, and I still think they look kind of interesting. I'm going to take this trend line over here. I'm going to, where am I on the 6 minute? I'm going to align it with this candle body, and then I'm going to align it right over here with these candle bodies. That is now my new line in the sand. And one thing that I always do is try to identify any channel. Ooh, we might be getting something. Candle bodies to some of these wicks. I see a little angle of respect there. And that hints that maybe this is the channel and this is the bottom of the channel. And then our happy asses usually go to the top of the channel, which could be, somewhere around 71,000. We're starting to look at 71.6 over here. Getting back to this area here. Possibly. Let me come back over to the chat real quick. We're going to start getting into altcoins now. We've been going over Bitcoin. We did all the background work. And now it's just time to get the party started. What's up, altcoins? Let me put this on live chat over here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Am I on the right chat over here? I don't think I wasn't, was I? Sometimes that happens. Here we go. I'm on the right one now. Did I not say, I said hi, they're all the right people, right? Silver Days. We got Silver Days. Oh, yeah. MG Motorsport. Okay. Somebody told me it's Tuesday. But it's Thursday. It's always Thursday. Dave P says he's doing good. Awesome. Be blessed, my man. Better to be blessed than any other way, I think. Who's in the trade with me? Who's in this trade with me? We're up 0.11%. Ooh, $6,000 and I'm up a whopping $25. Who's in this trade with me? Where? Now 125 exit. I don't think I've ever done a 125. Well, no, I think I have. What I had found, and I would did it like with small trades, like, what the hell? I remember doing it with like $1, and then you find out that your trade value is only like 60 cents. It's like they took most of that when you went with the big leverage, and I'm like, well, that's not really quite worth it. I don't know. I don't trust exchanges when it comes to high leverage. I think that's how they sneak the fees in on you. That's what I said. What, the road dog at 8? Oh, that's what I said. Society X Entertainment, how you doing, my man? Yeah, I'm flirting around with some earlier time frames here. 2 reasons. Trying to get my sleep schedule better because it just keeps getting worse. And probably has something to do with some of this good-ass coffee. And so I'm going to try that and I actually see what the viewership looks like. It's very low, and it may just because nobody's used to seeing anything. But this should be one of the more active time frames, especially for even trading. I mean, Asia session opens. I mean, your best time for streaming on YouTube, what I'm finding, is between 8 and 10 a.m. It's usually the hot times when the markets are first opening. And then somewhere between 2 and 4 in the afternoon. Sometimes I can do that, but that's usually when the markets are over, right? And it's kind of boring. But that's a good time for some people to I guess to get on YouTube. So I'm trying to find, where the best fit is for me, and whether it's a late night show or not, because I see everybody's asleep having to work, right? Watch me grow. Wait, can you explain maker and taker limit stops? Which is better, and how to add it on Bittensor? That's a complex question. Okay, or a more detailed question right there. Oh, I don't have Bitternix open or logged into at the moment, so I can't show you exactly on there. But maker and taker limit stops. Well, you get charged, and you probably on Bitternix want to pay attention to that especially. You get charged differently if you're a maker or a taker, and so if you limit or if you market order in, those are usually considered as takers. You're taking the orders that are offered to you. Can we go over here? So on your order book, anything that's over here, if it's already there, if it's a limit order already there, it should be you should be getting feed as the maker, right? Especially if you come across the options to do post only. From what I've just recently learned this, you're definitely viewed as the maker rather than the taker if you do the post only. And sometimes you'll see that little box, and I've always wondered, what the hell is that? What does that mean? Is it there, or are we just acting like it's there? But that just means where I think it's hidden from view when you do post only. It's not actually showing up here in the numbers as being the actual liquidity being there, but there are post only options. But I've seen that recommended to me a lot lately, and I've been trying that where it's offered. But that's the one thing. So if you set your limit orders down here and wait for your orders to get filled, you are being the maker. If you jump in, like if I put a limit order in here and I put that, even if it's a limit order, I'm not a market order. If I put a limit order in, and sometimes I'll do that, and I go up into their area, that should make me the taker and they are the maker. They've done the bid, or the ask, or the bids, and the people down here have their ask in. And so that's probably about the best way. I think that's in the context that you are asking about maker and taker. Oh, look, our Bitcoin trade is not in the red. Well, that's worth clapping about. It's not red. That's always a good thing. You better get up there, buddy. All right, I'm trying to get back over to my chart here, and let me get back over to the chat. Thanks, Matt. Okay, did that make sense to you? Okay. But I mean, the fees, they're different. And it's the fees, man. I'm telling you. The exchanges do not lose money. They are the house casino. They're very good at taking your money. And you don't notice it, but you just notice, oh man, well, I think I'm winning, but... And I don't mind them taking it. I just want some accurate information. If it tells me that if I put my stop loss here and it's going to stop me out and this is what I'm going to get stopped out at, let me have that. Okay, my beef is I do that and I get stopped out on some of these exchanges and I go back and look at my profit and I'm like, oh, there was some freaking damn fee in there. Well, that's not helping me. That's not helping me with my risk management, is it? There's a leak. So I get pissed at them about that. I want accurate numbers. If you tell me that my break-even price is somewhere, then by golly, that should be my break-even price. If I get stopped out there, that should be free and clear. And I'm just seeing where that's just not always the case on some of these exchanges. Little things like that. Not too big of a deal, but enough of a deal that it affects your portfolio. Let's go Bitcoin on the 6 minutes. 70,217. Let's start getting into some altcoins. Let's look at DEXE. That one, I may take a spot position on this one. Let's go over here and take a look at what DEXE is. I thought it was an exchange. I think we did this before, didn't we? I thought it was an exchange, but I'm not so sure anymore. It's got $289 million market cap. That's still a small market cap. Total supply is 96 million. Oh, you're speaking to me. What the hell are you now? All-time high was 5 years ago. Been a while. The thought that I'm sorry. At $32, and it's down 80% from that. All-time low is 5 years ago too, at 67. So it's had a good history. Ethereum. Well, it's a network. It's not your gateway to the next generation governance. It gives a crap about governance. An innovative infrastructure for crafting and steering DAOs empowered by the strength of decentralized. Why so special? All right. Well, I'm not big on governance tokens, and I'm not big on DAO tokens. And I think DAOs just had to be DAOs just because of the way the SEC was attacking everything, and that structure may change somehow. I don't know. I'm not big on that, but it's getting a lot of attention, so it might be a trader, not necessarily a holder. And again, who knows? Let's clear all the past stuff off over here and see what we're doing. Did you come down? It got wicked at 9. What? You got, yo, really? Is that right? It went down to, is that 9 cents? This is the weekly. Let's zoom it up a little bit to the daily. And it got down as low as almost $2, pretty much the $2 area. And now it's at 6. That's a pretty good come up. It's still bearish though. I don't think it's going to get its breakout. I think it'll get up there. Well, no, hell, we're already there. Maybe it will. I don't see it getting past 950. I see it having trouble around this area. Maybe she can get up a little higher there. Let's just go take our local fibs over here. We say that twice, so it'll actually work the second time. Take our fibs up here and swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. We're at 382 fib right now. We should. You haven't broken through it before. I would expect it to get rejection here and take profit area. But there's some of these indicators over here are kind of bullish here. 9 crossed the 200. Might actually try to go up here a little bit. So 754. The real area I'm looking for is right over here, about 906. But we do have these areas right here that could be some profit-taking areas. For anybody already in it, I definitely would not want to get into it right now. You'd have to do the breakout and confirmation for me to want to try to do it, but it's looking good and strong. Ooh, look at that curve. That's a nice parabola. I like to say the word parabola. 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 So it needs to come out and take out this guy. And it looks like it's set up to do a... It looks like it's set up to do a double top there. Like she's making a big old cup. I don't play cup and handles from the bottom. Price went down to it. They're continuation patterns, so I do not play them from the bottom. They are not reversal patterns, regardless of what you hear. Not for the trade version. Now for a scallop, they get called cup and handles a lot. They also don't play out like a cup and handle a lot. All right, so there should be some rejection over here, but if she wants to get antsy, we're looking about 761. All right, that one's too high to buy. However, Kite Crypto, that one gets hot and talked about from time to time, and it looks like she just got some traction over here. All right, Kite Crypto, what are you doing? Did you find some support? I'm going to go from the very, very bottoms to the very tippy toppies, and we didn't quite get that. All right, let me take it for more of the impulse. We go down here to this little wick, see what we got. Did you do it? Is that where we're doing it though? Perhaps. What do you got from the very bottom? I'm not agreeing with the fibs, or I'm not gonna. I think you're here. I'm sticking with this. I'm following the rules. I hadn't really hit that guy. Been finding some support on the 0.5 area, not perfectly. I'm not seeing the fib respect yet. That's unusual. Let's try the impulse idea. Or something harmonic. Now we're talking. be getting set up for something like that. Maybe. My biggest concern for Kite, is not much of a concern at all, unless, well, except for this area where we're facing some resistance. But when I take it to the original wick over here, we're actually above that. Let me come in a little tighter. Is there a play here on Kite? Let's check it out a little bit more local. You did a full double bottom right here, and you're not on a good solid support. I don't have a good fit for you. All right, so I don't like that I don't have a good solid fib support, other than maybe this local. I still don't like it. I don't like it. All right, I'm seeing a roll over here on the 1 hour. Maybe we can get a short squeeze and reclaim this area, but I'd be looking a little bit more for a little bit more bottom patterns over here. I think on this one, I'm not big on it because it's not respecting my fibs over here. That's very unusual that I come across anything that doesn't really respond to my, not really responding to my fib. It is harmonically over here with this area. Maybe there's an idea lines up within parameters. All right, we'll come back to Kite. I'm not seeing anything on Kite. Let's take a look at grass. We are in a grass trade. Have been for several days. Now it's finally starting to look a little bit better. I think was it over here? It might have been the breakout from the big idea. It might have been that. Can't remember what triggered me to get it, or it might have been the bottom of the trend line. I don't know. But here on the 4 hour, you can see the ribbon flipping. Yeah, I like that. Anywhere below 72 cents is a good place to accumulate this. Anywhere around 25 cents would have been really cool to accumulate it. And I'm looking for about this 50 cent area for my next targets, and we haven't quite hit that just yet. Take a look at Tau, Bittensor. Guess we can look at it over here on Binance. She is about to reclaim our target area over here. Now, she's been struggling on the trend line right over here right now, but it looks like she might be trying to come up here. Hopefully she'll take this high out at $300. That's what you need to do. If you don't do it, then that's not good for you. You're making a lower high, and then we're trying to come back down to 200. So we need to see a higher high over here. Hopefully somewhere around 340 would be cool. Some other notable areas to look for that higher high would be right here at the 113. That is coming in at $326. If we can make that little move there, that would be bitchin'. There is one other idea here. If we're getting really ballsy and an AB equals CD after we come back from some bottom areas, remember we just talked about that earlier in the show. We're at a 382 area. That is pointing up toward this area, just a little shy of my yellow line over there. But right around 383, so, and also 350. So that measure move would look something, it would look, did we do it from here? Yeah. It would look something along the lines of this area right here. So maybe we'll take that in consideration too for Tau. Tau's starting to look a little exciting here. It got a nice crossover of the 50 over the 800 moving average. We're starting to see some rounding happening over here, and a lot of buying pressure starting to come in on you. Kind of liking that. That's kind of sexy. Got a parabola. I got to say it twice in one night. Parabola. I got to say it. We got 8 people hanging out with me. Thank you so much for hitting that like button.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
We do have to pay attention to our sponsors.
Crypto Cowboys, Moon or Alimony Bags. Subscribe to Road Dogg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dogg.
Oh, hey, we're back. And there's no music, Sean. Sean? Production crew dude sucks. There we go. All right, he turned the music back on. All right, so taking a look at Tau, looking interesting above the 800 moving average. That's bajinga-y. That means on the daily, what are we doing? We're testing the 200. Ooh, this is where it's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Can we take this guy out? Are we doing this little guy right here? This little pattern? This little localized pattern that has, about a 72% chance to break to the upside? Are we about to go to 300 and work our way back toward 450 on Tau? See the measure move on this guy? That's just the local one. That's not even counting the falling wedgie that we broke out earlier, right? I'm just taking this one. Yeah. Measure move from that gets us right up here to around 427 on that. That's amazing. Don't forget the big falling ass wedgie, and this was our target over here at 383 for the falling ass wedgie. So Tau's looking kind of cool. If she pulls back somewhere closer to, 230, probably want to grab some. Think about it. Take a look at some syrup. Why are you going to take a look at some syrup? Because I need some pancakes. You can't have pancakes without syrup. Are you trying to do something, syrup? Are you getting ready to break up here? Are you trying to do something? This is a bottom and a retest of that area. Is that what we're trying to do right here? Or are you just retesting this little higher low double bottom kind of scenario and getting ready to pop up there with your A, B equals C, D? Let's get your, I'm just going to eyeball this one is, but right up here to our 272 Fibonacci area. 30 cents is my target for syrup. Take a look at comp. Hello. Oh, our hour is up, ladies and gentlemen. Our hour is up. Compound. Let's go. This is on the daily. Oh man, compound. I mean, this guy was in this bull market last one in December. It reached the top at 140. It's at $19 now. And in February, in March of 2024, it reached $100. And it only came down, it was down here very few times. I find this very interesting. We're at a 382. You're below it there. Look at you. Okay, if you reclaim $22, I definitely want to be having a bag of you. But I've also got my eye down on this target that we could still go down and hit it at $7. Now that's a big drop, right? This is on the weekly. Let's go to the daily. What are you looking like? Well, back up on the weekly. Let's look at our indicators. Oh, they're buried. MACD on the weekly is Jad to say, I want to bounce, baby. I want to turn this little sucker around on the weekly. I want to pump this little bad boy. All right. Well, I'm liking comp. I don't know if I got to trade with it on my tiny ass account, but I know for sure I definitely would like to get some of this on spot. So compound, let's look at the tokenomics on it. This is compound. Came out about 2 cycles ago. $188 million market cap. Maximum supply is 10 million coins. I just got a boner. Just right now. I'm reading that. It gave me a boner. I can't stand up and go to the chalkboard anymore after seeing that. Their circulating supply is 9.6 million of them. I can't move. Seriously, I can't stand up right now. I don't want to scare Jenny. Compound finance. $548 million of borrowing backed by 1.16 billion of collateral across 28 markets. Compound. This is a real deal crypto. This is not a vaporware crypto. Oh, we're going to revolutionize Web3 crypto. This is not a DAO crypto, or this is a real deal one that's got some real use case that the Ethereum whales love to use. It Aave and MakerDAO, some of those old school ones right there. Well, they're old school now. They were kind of cutting technology back in the day. I'm liking you, compound. Here on the 4 hour, We got the ribbon flip for the smaller ones, right? Got the golden cross that happened when price was over here. Well, we're back where price was before it dipped down to 1837. Crazy how that works, isn't it? And my interpretation of the golden cross buy signal on the moving average, 50 crossing the 200, blue 50 across the yellow 200, is to buy the next dip. That is how I interpret that. That is from years of bots going into the negative by trading that little sucker when they get triggered on it. And I'm like, why does this not work? But it's the buy signal. Buy the next dip. There's some resistance up ahead around about $20 there. I can see with this trend line. If I can get the trend line thing to work. Why are you up? So getting right up here, right about $20. You can't go straight up without hitting your head on the ceiling up there. It kind of sucks. You're looking for something short time, and I don't know why you would. I mean, hell, $20.15 right there. We're looking for the bigger picture of things. We want the big money, baby. You're at the lowest you've been. You've been up to 160. Why do I want to sell you for $2 higher? I want something more substantial out of you, I think, wouldn't you? So let's put our right fibs on. Let's come out to the chart and pull our new fibs. And we can go from here. We want to take the high to the low, but that will give us too big of a scale, I believe. We'll see what we get. We'll take our 236 measurement from that guy. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where you're going to go. Hopefully someday. Without talking in absolutes. All right, swing high to swing low. We'll do it again. We'll scale it down. We got $44 as our big ass accumulation zone on the bigger picture of things. On the smaller picture of things, not as small as we can go, it's down to $27. Why, we're even going to scale this little monkey down. We're playing the 236s right now. And we're still in the, oh my God, I should have bought some down here. Under $20. So getting past 20 is going to be a thing. 27 is our main guy to be looking at, my personal opinion, locally. After we get past 20, 22, but 27 is one of the major ones there. And then again from there, 44. There's some other places, 35 in between here. But just imagine we're here, we're at a breakout, and we come up and take these guys out at 23. That's 20% gains. But if we can get up to 27, that's 40% gains just to come up and touch where we were in January on a bearish pattern here. Which measure move did you take though? If I take you from the wick, the bear flag, yeah, you didn't make that. You didn't make that one. Did you make this measure move? They usually don't make their full measure move. Well, it depends on how you take it. If you take it and put it at the very top, they usually do. If you put it at the breakout, they usually do not because you're overshooting. And that ties into an AB equals CD idea. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to bring it to church. But you did 382. Well, AB equals CD idea, just not an AB equals CD formation. Same idea. It's a one-to-one move. But I cannot prove it to you Fibonacci over there. All right. So we got a little something happening over here. Let's go down 4 hour for compound. Still got some work to do. Depending on how I draw that trend line, go to candle bodies. If I go to candle bodies, we were broke out. I'm kind of liking compound. A breakout over here. On the 1 hour. Candle confirmations coming in right now. So confirm breakout on the 1 hour. You're looking sexy. What do we got? 600, 300, 800 moving average. Still got some work there to do. 200, 50, 100. Still got some work to do here. I would say she will probably still kind of range around through here a little bit. And if you're looking at a pattern trading, you might be seeing an inverted head and shoulder idea. Price did come down into it, so I'll go with that. It's got a crazy little neckline, but taking the measurement move from that little old guy. If we confirm and break out, because we haven't done it yet, but if it's possible, head and shoulder target right over here at 2285. That's confluence with the areas that we just looked at recently there too. Compound looking kind of interesting. Compound, I'm liking you. You're looking kind of sexy. Brackus Adventures, Brand Straga. How's it going, Brackus? Brackus says, let's look at XAUT, which is the same as PAX G or gold. And how's it doing? It's been dropping. Do we want to look at spot? Ooh, baby. Oh, she dropped and she came back. So it dropped down to 45.11 and sprung back so far to about 4,600. Our bot, our signals bot over here. This is a lot of old stuff. Our signals bot over here in the signals area. It's probably buried in here. There's lots of shorts over here. This one does pretty good. I mean, you want to chart it out, make sure that the setups make sense for you and everything. But these are some pretty strong setups that our bots got running over here. Doesn't fit out too many. So it does them just right. Just a few to go by every day. Use only 1 hour. Sometimes a 15-minute time frame. Even the 4-hour time frame over here. But there was a big call yesterday, a day or two ago for yeah, here it was. Was this it? No, Litecoin, PAX Gold or XAUT. I think this is based off of Binance. I think we're using Binance's change now, not Kraken. And I don't think they have PAX XAUT. I'm not sure. They got PAX G. That's what we're going with. But there was a short targets at there's a target, a third level target at 44.95. A take profit 2 at 46.07. And where was that? About 46.07, about right through here. So pretty decent little take profit area. And the 200 moving average on the daily is at 43.84. What did you have? What do you have for your third take profit? 44.95. So gold is gold's getting a sell-off here, baby. Not only that, but it's finally broken the trend. I mean, and confirmed it. So you could say maybe it might be over for gold for a minute anyway. So let's see what we got over here. So, I mean, this is our impulse move. I could take it from there. I'm just not seeing, but I'm also looking at I get better responses here from this very bottom over here, where we were down to about $3,134. If that one's true, we're at a 382. That's kind of cool. That's nice. We got a 382, almost a 0.5 pullback. Okay. That makes sense to me. And then a lower high. I'm checking to see if we got a harmonic. I do. We do. Man, that's crazy to think. There's a harmonic idea that could be suggesting, it sounds crazy now because it's way down low at 30, coming back to 34. Economy would have to shape up a lot and have to be a lot less wars for that to happen, that idea to happen. Let's see what else we got going over here. Let me stick with the impulse move. I would still be in that same area though. It'd just be a little higher. It'd be right here at 35.79. Same idea. Still a valid idea. All right, so if we take our and what we got, we can look and see what we got. We got a rising, expanding, broadening pattern, right? Measure move for that guy is the width of that, and you put that down here, and where does it take us? At the breakout, possibly. Now they don't always meet the full measure of this, and man, I need to make a note of that. We can go over to the source of that information. We'll get our multiplier, ascending, broadening, okay. Broadening, wedge, ascending. This should be it right here. Yeah, that's it. Over at Thomas Caskey's pattersite.com, they usually break down 52% of the time for these guys. Just saying. 52% chance that they break to the downside. The measure move, our price, where is it? You normally give that information. Here we are, right here. In a 71%, 71 in a down breakout. 71% chance to meet that full measure move, or you apply that multiplier to it, and here's how you do that, or an easy way. Here's how I do that. So this was our measured move, was it not, from here to here? Let me go ahead and get this Fibonacci off of here. Oh no, wrong one. All right, so we took our measure move from this. I'm just going to use the fibs over here, right? I'm just going to use it over here. So if I pull my fib, what's the easiest way to do this? Let's go from top to bottom. Pull our fib. So I pull my fib. It'll start at 100% here on my Fibonacci. Oh gosh darn it, wrong man. And I'm just taking that whole measure with my fib. And the zero line is on the bottom, right? It starts at 100, zero line's on the bottom. It's an interesting discussion on Joe's channel last night about this. Joe was correct. And we're looking 71%. So we want, it was 618. This is a percentile range. We want to get it right around 70%. We're eyeballing it. I know you're good. Still eyeballing it, right? Down to zero, and that would be the measure move rule according to Thomas Bukowski. So I'm going to label this target right here as a Bukowski measure move, and I've got a special little template thing over here. That's when I apply the multipliers, and we just track that kind of thing. So you'll take the original measure move from the breakout, and you'll take the Thomas Bukowski measure move, and you'll see who's more accurate. Just eyeballing it or applying something a little bit more measurable to it. Let's put this one as a measure move too. And there we go. 36, 32, and 39. 34 is what Thomas Bukowski's measure move for breaking down in this pattern is. That does drop below the daily 200 moving average, and maybe it will, maybe it won't. It might find support there, people. Now, if I were going to look for support, I'll be looking for some support over here at 44.63. There's an official 0.5. Maybe we can make a higher high there. We're not totally out of the batshit crazy out of the woods bearish yet, but I think it's just a slow burn down. You know, these are pivot points where we find a little bit of a bounce, get a little bit of support, and then usually come up a little bit and then drop lower. And we're in a downtrend. We're not officially in a downtrend until we take out this guy here at 4,400, right? So you got to come take it out, take out this 200 moving average, lower low, we're in a downtrend. Otherwise, we might just come on right back up into this pattern. As crazy as that sounds. So not totally so that we've lost a trend line. That's a major thing. But there's also some nice support down here. I don't see a sign saying, hey, I need to go ahead and jump in. I don't see that, anything saying that right now at all. But let's see what happens over the next few days here and see if she wants to come back up for a retest about 48, or if she's going to just kind of slowly roll over and we go to 44 and then 41 and then probably down to our measure moves at 39. But first we got to break this guy, okay? Lower low first. Then we start looking at this. No lower low. Oh man, we need to start looking about taking this guy out at 54. All right, I want to take a look at Hyperliquid. Let's take a look at Hyperliquid. Then I'll come back to the chat over there. You went a little bit above our 272, didn't you, mister? I don't like that. You almost hit our 382. Oh, wow. Nice. So she got a little excited there, went a little bit above, I make sure that I pulled that right. You went to the 1414. Were you a 0.5 pullback? How did I miss the 414? Or did I? You just kind of went a little. Okay. So I play you for an AB equals CD. We got the areas. You didn't nail there, but you didn't nail our Fibonacci either. And that's one thing that I look at when I'm doing these harmonic patterns and these AB equals CDs I got. If there's a variation over here, like if we don't get some solid support there, I look at them just a little skewed and a little different. And this one did play out a little bit different. It still played out. But as actually getting to nail the actual target that it did hit, I mean, it was there. It could have been done. But it wasn't it did good. I'm just trying to fine tune things, people. I'm just trying to fine tune things. She's still looking good for hype. Looking for a pullback. If it comes back about $35, might be an interesting place to look at to look and see if it's strong enough to hold the support. If it is, if we're starting to get some bounce features over here around this area with this 360 moving average, because she's reached some areas that she should probably get a pullback, right? Definitely this red line that I've got. So about $35, $36 would be a place to look at, trying maybe to get an entry on it, unless she just wants to take her little happy ass off. But I kind of doubt it, because, well, we broke a trend line right here. And once you break the trend line, now we're looking at bearish retest ideas. And then now you might be able to see, rollover. I'm looking for a rollover. If I can get my computer to act right. Looking for a rollover that might take us down here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 9 people hanging out. I've been streaming for about an hour and 21 minutes and a new time slot, trying to see how it goes. Looks like we've had up to 12 people. And I may stream at this time slot. What do you guys think? You like this time slot? How's that work? And let me catch up with the chat over here. Boner alert! We got a boner alert. When I'm on my yacht, I like to drive my Lambo to the front and get me some good ass coffee, then drive to the back and continue listening to a turkey. BTND, buy the next dip. Oh, there we go. We got some acronyms. Bentinbo. Jenny gave me her very last compound cake. It was super moist. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, we do have a new sponsor, and you guys get to hear it. Oh, this is our new sponsor, Milfy Cereal.
She a MILF, part of a well-balanced diet. Every morning, yeah, you know I gotta try it. Yeah. Pour it up, Milfy cereal in my bowl. My bowl. Mom's in life forever, that's good for my soul. For real. Yeah.
Milfy cereal. Well, if you're not eating that every morning, then what are you doing? Give me a spoonful of that sugar. Society X Entertainment says, I'll put 50 on that measure, move back to the trend line. Hype been a win. Hype has been. I wish I'd got a spot bag of it instead of trying to pay it perpetuals, because you're getting stopped out, blah, blah, blah. But if it had a spot bag, because that one's done some traffic, right? I mean, I don't want to raise my price action, but that's pretty good. And our goal, we made a higher low, so we need to come out and take $59 out. And I know it sounds crazy right now, but damn. You got any bearish divergence or anything we need to know about on this bigger time frames? Not really. Some weak ass trying to. The idea, we did this and we got a retest of that breakout, right? There might be a chance that we come back down and we retest these areas again. That's still right on $35 though. So we can get back into the mid 30s, man. Retest this daily 200 moving average, because that happens, right? But safer place to get in. 21 moving average is starting to come up to the 200. I'd say we'd probably get a little pullback at some point. Probably hopefully over the weekend at some point. Whenever Bitcoin crashes or something, I don't know. I want to check out Hyperliquid at some point. I've never been there. This is our new tab. I want to go there. Let's do it the official safe way. Let's type in Hyperliquid over here and get the correct link. Hyperliquid, and let's use this link over here to go check it out. Join now. Save on fees using this code. Join with CoinGeckoRef. CoinGeckoRef. I don't know what that's saying, but can I just visit the site, please, without all this blurry screen crap? That's really turning me off when I'm on the live screen. I'm just saying. All right. Well, I was wanting to use Hyperliquid, but apparently this is what I get, so I can't say anything good about it. Not available in the U.S. How the hell is the United States going to be the leader, the global leader in crypto, if you can't trade the shit here? Answer me that. Riddle me that, Batman. As an American citizen, I expect to be able to go on any damn exchange I want to, not be geo-blocked because it's too damn difficult for those other countries to deal with the stupid-ass rules that the SEC has in the United States. This is Biden backlash. That's bullshit. I'm sorry, Jesus. But that's crazy. That's just wrong. Luckily, I got a VPN, but I don't have it. I don't have her going just now. Where are you, man? Close the wrong window. Well, I want to trade on Hyperliquid. But no, in the land of the free, I'm not allowed to. Even for a decentralized platform. That's how screwed up things have got over here in crypto. Y'all need to work on this and with the Clarity Act and all that stuff. Keep them damn bankers from pulling all this crap. They're the ones that made all this stuff happen anyway.
We're making too much money. The crypto bros are making too much money. No, that takes away from us. We don't want to see deposits go to Coinbase. No.
Freaking buy crybabies. Anyway, now that I got that off my chest. Look, an indecision doji candle. We don't know what to do. We're scared. We broke a trend line. I don't know what to go. The 9 crossed the 21. It looks bearish, is it? It fell so far on the 50. I don't know. I'm in between. I don't know where to go. That's what the 4 hour is saying. Chill out, man. Puff, puff, give. Here, man. Dude. Here. Here. Take a puff. Breathe it out. Puff. Breathe. Oh, wow, dude. Look at the colors. Wow. Look at that big, pretty. All right. What are you doing over here on the window? Ooh, is that a double bottom? Off of a 200 moving average? Are you going to pull something like that? That's crazy. You broke a trend line? Or did you? Oh, you broke it. You're pulling some very bottomy stuff over here. Hyperliquid? What the hell? We just talked about you breaking a trend line. Did you just expand your trend line, honey? Did you give me a channel? You just gave me a channel. No, that's not a bearish retest, I don't believe, people. It might still be, but it's starting to shape up like maybe it's the bottom of a channel that we just didn't know was there. I'm starting to get horny for you, Hyperliquid. You're making me feel kind of special. And you did get a breakout, right? Or did you not? Did you get a breakout? Are you getting a breakout? Is there volume with this breakout, mister? Hand check. What the hell? Are you trying to get bullish on me, Hyper? Do I need to take a little time? You make me want to try to take my Hyperliquid trade, but I don't want to get stopped. I can go $1 below you. I could go $1 below you. Or $1.50. Can we do it? I'm trying to FOMO into a hype trade. Is it worth it? Is it worth? I want you on spot and I want you cheaper. You have made a higher low, sir. I'm gonna fib it. You'll not yet touch me candles in the way that I want them to be touched. But gosh darn it, it makes me want to get in on you for some reason. What are you looking like over here? You still got work to do. But you're trying to do something. I'm going to take me a little tiny stab at a hyperliquid trade. Probably not the most genius move I've ever made in my life, but gosh darn it, sometimes. We're going to market that little baby in a little bit. Stop losses down here. I'm going to actually go with 39 under the double bottomless. My argument being, well, we do have a trend line down here, and if it breaks that trend line below this bottometh, then my whole idea, or maybe incorrect. This is a rising channel, and they are known to break down on these little guys. So my stop losses will be right over here at 39. My take profit will be at 44. I shall risk roughly about, oh, that's less than 1%, isn't it? I could, you want to do the whole 1%? I don't want to do the whole 1%. I would risk 0.5% of my account there because I got such a big spread there. What if she wants to come down? I want to add some more to my trade. I want to, blah, 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 blah. Or, whatever. I would have rather have gotten down here. Of course, we all would, right? But would have had a better risk-reward ratio on that one. But this is not bad, not bad. So I'm risking 65 whole freaking cents to make $2.34 on this tiny-ass account. And before you say something about a tiny-ass account, I'm just going to challenge you to take $100 and double it on a tiny-ass account. Do it. Tell me how easy that was. Tell me all the lessons that you learned about how you plugged leaks in your strategies and how you relate to these accounts. Tell me how you had to revisit the psychology of trading and not over trading too much and not doing too crazy. How you had to read in your inner degen. Tell me how that showed you how to really nail in your position size and nail in your risk management. That's what the benefits of a tiny ass account are. I mean, sure, if you got $20,000 in the account, that looks awesome. Look at all these. And sometimes they make some gains. I've seen people, throw $6,000 out there to make $250. Woo, yeah. I took that trade with me. That's a lot of money to put out there just to make a little bit amount. I don't know that everybody can do that or be happy if it went against them with $6,000. Start sweating bullets like sometimes the gurus do. Oh my God, it's going to give me But if you can take a tiny account, take a $100 account, you can double it one time. Good for you. That's hard work. Start fresh with another $100 account and double it 2 times. You now a blue belt in the Road Dog method of crypto trading. You take that $100 and double it for the 3rd time. Brand new account. That's when you earn your black belt. And then we can start talking about how to compound it. And then start taking it from 100 and then compound it to 200. Then compound it from 200 to 400 and 400 to 800 and going along those lines. But first you got to earn your white belt. I was in a style of martial arts where I had to earn the white belt. Normally that's given to you for free, but no. You started with no belt. Or sash, as it were. I'm looking for you to come up here at least a $40.71, which is not very much. Hyperliquid. May come over to our Bitcoin trades, our Bitcoin again, to the charts. And I do want to put a reminder out now. I've been talking about this guy right here. This could still be in play. This is a bearish harmonic, and we went bearish. So it just means we could be coming down, and there might be another harmonic idea over here. If there is, and just an idea. Let me see if we got one. We're talking about bearish butterfly ideas, and they can get nasty. There is another idea that might bring us down to here. And I think that's the one that we shared, right? Is that it? Actually, there's a couple of Harmonic. This is the local one. There's actually a bigger one over here. We're still coming back to these areas, but basically, I'm seeing a lot of them that keep saying we come back to these areas and then we flip a little bit more bullish. So retesting $64,000 could be something that we're trying to work on over here. Could be, if we lose the levels that we had over the weekend. I only say it because we're heading into the weekend, and then if you're going to lose levels, weekends, Sunday nights, when during a Sunday night dump or something like that is definitely a good time to do it. All right, so we got to be a little bit cautious. 11 people hanging out with me. Thank you for being here. I'm going to the end screen, and I'll catch up with the chat over there. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. If there's any super chats I missed, I'll catch up with them over there. Definitely will take care of you on that. And I'm going to the end screen now. See you guys over there.
Too sweet to sell.
MG Motor says, works for me this time. Does it? Oh, cool.
I take my coffee black, same as my mood. Scroll through the feed at
there you go, try the hype.
feeling screwed.
Don't get hype. Hype on the ganja.
Red ones cut me deep.
Tony
Tell
Gold.
myself I'm fine, but I can't even sleep. I could cash out clean.
No leverage. Spot bags. Get the spot. I agree. I wish I'd got a bag of it when it was cheap.
Whispering, one more fight. It's just a little dip. It's just a little pain. I'll average down harder. Do it all again. You're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sweet. Too sweet to sell. Oh, you're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell. I know I should take profits. I know I should be gone, but you're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell. You're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell.
Over our green dot on Bitcoin on Market Cipher. Didn't confirm now. Says we're slowly be moving up. Money close to on the red, so nothing fantabulous. Just a little less down, I think.
Every pump's a promise, every dump's a crush. I could cut the loss, take my dignity back, but I'm still here praying for the next attack. It's just a little bleed, it's just a little sting. I hollow through the wind to do it all again.
Cool.
Oh, you're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell. Too sweet.
We're up 15%.
You're too sweet to sell. Too sweet to sell.
On Bitcoin.
I know I should take profits. I know I should be gone, but you're too sweet to sell. You're too sweet to sell. Too weak to sell. You too sweet to sell. The nights are getting longer. The red is getting deeper. I keep telling myself it's just a correction, but every morning I wake up still holding on.
Alter maybe.
Still holding on.
Got a little bit of green coming in. Maybe we got some support there, trying to come back up a little bit. Hopefully. Maybe Friday will be a little bit of a pump day. I wouldn't trust it, but
Too sweet to sell. You're too sweet to sell. No one sell.
nice trend lines. All right, good night, everybody. Go check out Joe. He should be streaming now, live over here. There is Joe. Let me see if I can do that little port thing that he does. Does that work? How does that work? Stream settings. I just don't see it. It's not over here. I don't have that option. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. See you tomorrow.
Catching the knife, deeper every tick.
Oh, thank Jesus. Does it really? Oh, man. I like that. Take me 2 weeks to get out of that. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Sitting pretty, no blade on the skin. Spot just breeze, let the storm blow through again. Me, I'm diving head first, palms wide and bleeding, catching the knife. Convinced some